Good morning to all. Today I want to teach you about timber yielding plants. So, what is timber? It is a wood. We can shape it into any whatever shape we want, depending upon the purpose. We are using different types of woods for different purposes. So we call it as timber. We may use it for constructions or for instruments, different purposes. So timber yielding plants are very important. So today we see some timber yielding plants. First of all, Tectona grandis. So we call this plant as teak plant. Yes or no? So it belongs to family Verbenaceae. See, we use the wood of Tectona grandis for different purposes like tables, furnitures, constructions. In a different way we use this wood. Coming to the plant morphology. So we know it is very important timber yielding plant belonging to Verbenaceae with the common name teak. It is a large deciduous tree. We can see this plant in Southeast Asia, mainly India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia like countries. The teak wood is commercially useful in manufacturing of furniture and boat decks. The morphology, it grows up to 2 to 4 30 meters height. It grows up to 30 meters height and with a girth of 2 to 4 meters. The branches are quadrangular, pubescent. Leaves are simple, opposite, obovate, 25 to 50 centimeters long. So, the inflorescence panicle inflorescence is present. Flowers are bracteate, bisexual, hypogynous, pentamerous flowers are present in this plant. Fruit is a hard 4-lobed nut. So coming to the cultivation, it grows on different types of soils. 26 to 30 degrees temperature is the optimum temperature for this plant cultivation. Rainfall we need 130 to 300 centimeters rainfall. So frost is very harmful to teak plant cultivation. So the seedlings are about 30 centimeters. At that time these are transplanted. If you want a good timber, 50 to 80 years old trees yield very good timber. So how the wood? Okay, so the wood is commercially important. Yes or no? So wood is commercially important. So coming to the wood here, it is excellent quality wood. The wood is excellent quality with scented oils and it is very resistant to insects. Okay, so it can resist pest. So very high quality teak and the sapwood is yellow and heartwood is golden yellow color. So this wood is very commercial. So the grain is normally straight. The weight, if you take the weight of the wood, Tectona grandis, okay, 600 to 700 kg per meter cube and 12% moisture content. So the moisture content is 12%. The wood is with very many rings. Okay, we can see these rings with naked eye also. So tyloses are quite common. Coming to the uses of the teak. So teak is extremely durable. It widely used for poles, beams, columns, roofs, doors, window frames, whatever we use in many construction purposes and furniture. Okay, so agriculture implements. Here raw material is also used for paper pulp. So an oil product obtained by distillation of wood chips is used in the treatment of eczema. So flowers also medicinally useful. In Ayurveda they use it for kidney troubles, and the root bark is used for coloring the mats. In this way Tectona grandis is very useful. Especially the wood is we can say it is commercially very important wood, very high insect resistant durable wood. Okay, so we can say it is very important timber yielding plant. So coming to the next plant, Dalbachia Latifolia. So this plant also very important timber yielding plant. So you can see the wood of Talbachia Latifolia. So how the texture, the wood, very commercially important wood. So Talbachia Latifolia is commonly known as Indian rosewood. It is evergreen tree and grows up to 40 meters height. It belongs to family Fabaceae. So it is also very commercial wood. We can get very finest commercial wood from the Dalbachia. So throughout the peninsular India, in Western Ghats, Bihar to Sikkim, all these regions we can get this plant. And when coming to the morphology, very straight trunk is present. Leaves are alternate or odd pinnate, 3 to 7 unequal sized orbicular leaflets. Axillary panicles are present. So inflorescence is panicles and fruit is lanceolate pod. Properties of wood. The wood is differentiated into sapwood and heartwood. Sapwood is pale yellow in color, whereas heartwood is dark purple in color. Coming to the weight. So the weight is up to 780 kilograms per meter cube at 12% moisture content with the interlocked grains. So the wood is with large pores. So we can see these pores very distinct. They are very distinct. We can see with our naked eye. So medullary rays are very fine. So porous wood. So what are the commercial uses here? So coming to the commercial uses. So this wood is very commercial. Indian rosewood is a high class furniture and cabinet wood. So here the wood is used for railway sleepers, to make musical instruments. Different uses are there. The leaves are used as fodder. Bark contains tannins. So in this way we can see different types of musical instruments made by the rosewood. So rosewood is important wood. So it is commercially useful for furniture making, cabinetry, boats and musical instruments are prepared from this wood. So coming to the next plant, Pterocarpus xanthalinus. So it is also a very important timber yielding plant belong to the family Fabaceae. So you can see this plant like this, very yellow color flowers, beautiful flowers with inflorescence. You can see in this picture. Okay, so morphology, the leaves are alternate leaves. Flowers generally arise in April to May. Panicle inflorescence we can see in this flower. Coming to the properties of the wood, Pterocarpus xanthalinus wood. So the bark is blackish brown, horizontally into rectangular plates. Wood is extremely hard, close grained. Sapwood is white in color, and heartwood is orange to red to almost black in color. You know, Pterocarpus xanthalinus is commonly known as red sandalwood. It is endemic to the southern eastern Ghats of South India. Red sandalwood sells at higher prices. It is useful in making furniture and articles. It is used in traditional herbal medicine as an antipyretic and anti-inflammatory. So the wood is largely used for house pots and agricultural implements. The wood shavings give a blood red colored dye xanthalin on distillation. The dye gives a beautiful salmon pink color when dissolved in alcohol or ether. The wood is used for carving and statues. The wood is also excellent for boxes, picture frames and other joinery purposes. So in this way the wood is commercially important. Coming to the next plant, Terminalia arjuna. So it is very famous timber yielding plant and it mostly distributed in UP, Bihar, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. It belongs to family Combretaceae. Arjuna is a large deciduous tree. It grows up to 35 meters height. So the morphology you can see like this. Leaves are opposite, flowers are sessile. It belongs to family Combretaceae. It grows up to 20 to 25 meters height. Leaves are oblong conical leaves. Bark is grey color. The wood is useful in house construction and in boat making. The bark is used as cardiotonic in Ayurveda. The bark is very useful medicinally. It is having so many medicinal properties. The bark is astringent, sweet, acrid, cooling, aphrodisiac, urinary astringent, expectorant, cardiotonic. It is useful for ulcer treatment, fractures, cirrhosis of liver, heart diseases, hypertension. So the bark is very useful in Ayurveda. So the wood is also important in boat making like that. So these are the different timber yielding plants. I hope you understood well. Thank you for listening.